Welcome everyone. My name's Professor John Dewar. I'm the Vice Chancellor of La Trobe University, and it's our very great pleasure to be the guest today of SRM University, a very prestigious university here in India. We're inaugurating the Joint Centre of Eminence, which, as I said earlier in my remarks, really represents the formalisation of what is now quite a long history of collaboration between our two universities. We've run programs for students, we've run programs for staff, we're conducting joint research, but we thought the time had come to formalise the relationship and give it a name. So that's what we're doing today. We're inaugurating this Joint Centre of Eminence, but we're doing more than that. We are also looking ahead, because what today represents is the creation of a new platform that will allow us to develop our partnership even further in all of the ways in which it's already been developing for students, for articulation programs, for short courses, for seminars, and for staff. So joint research projects, co-teaching arrangements, and potentially, subject to discussion, joint PhD research supervision. I think this is a model that many universities will pursue increasingly, particularly in India. As I said before, we have many reasons for wanting to collaborate with universities of this calibre. One is the calibre of the students that you have at this university. It is absolutely remarkable, and we saw earlier the extraordinary talent in these great Indian universities. We are very keen to work with them, work with you to help develop and teach them. But we're also very keen, through you, to partner with industry. We're a university that is very committed to taking our knowledge, our expertise, and having an impact in the wider world. And for us, collaborating with industry is a very important way in which we do that. So I'm very pleased to be here on behalf of La Trobe University signing this agreement. La Trobe is a very highly ranked university, even more highly ranked than yours, Vice Chancellor, but I'm sure you'll catch up before long. We're in the top 1%, we're in the top 300 on most of the rankings. We're very proud of that, but we're also very proud to partner with a university of the standing of SRM. So, Vice Chancellor, thank you for your welcome, and thank you to all of your colleagues for organising today and for making this signing possible. Well, as I said, a lot of activity has been happening already, so there won't be an immediate change because there's already been a lot happening. But what will happen is that we will now plan for the future in a more coordinated way between the two institutions. So this centre will have its own governance structure. It will have two directors, one from each university. It will have an advisory board, and we will plan systematically the student experiences and the staff experiences that can come from this collaboration. So articulation arrangements so that students can do part of their degree here and part of their degree in Australia if they want to. Short courses, particularly in areas like artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, Internet of Things, all of which are areas in which we have deep expertise, but you also have deep expertise.
Any student exchange program?
Students at La Trobe University, 4,000. It's a lot. Yeah. I mean, India's become the most important country for Australian higher education, but particularly for La Trobe. And I'm delighted that that's the case. I've been coming to India for 30 years, and I've never observed a time when there is so much optimism, both about what's happening in India, but also about the relationship between Australia and India. I'm very excited, and I think this partnership, which is a partnership of equals, it's not a hierarchical relationship. We come together as both very strong institutions with complementary expertise and a lot to gain from collaboration.
Recently,
Certainly there will be a lot of activities that will happen, both in terms of faculty exchange, student exchange, research, and there will be an increase in the perception also.
is there any cap on student exchange program? Is there any 20 students or 100 students like that?
About 10 universities, yes. So we, like most universities, we have a lot of relationships, but a lot of those relationships don't have a lot of activity associated with them. You know what I'm talking about. We're shifting strategy now to having a smaller number of deeper, more meaningful relationships. And this is certainly one of those. That's how we see our collaboration here evolving, is to have a real impact on students and a real impact on staff and a real impact on commercialization and taking, as I said before, taking our knowledge out into the wider world. That's how we want to manage our relationships. And I think we've probably got maybe 4 or 5 relationships of this sort in India, and we're very proud of them.
First Center of Eminence with the support from a university. That's from the a lot of activities are going to happen, as somebody asked. This will improve the quality of teaching learning process and research at SRM, and obviously, as expected by the Vice Chancellor of Latrobe University, will also move up in the ranking.
You will, I'm absolutely certain, and you'll overtake us.